Hello.
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 Welcome to the pod.
Lady language.
Lady language.
Lady language.
We're gonna start off.
I think we need to introduce ourselves first episode.
Oh yeah, I guess.
I'm Hayden.
I'm Em.
We are two early 20s lifelong best friends who decided to be like everyone else and start a podcast, but the difference is we're funny. So
Yeah.
welcome to the show.
We both have past lives of being fat,
And abuse. So
the comedy starts there. Welcome.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Everyone knows if you grew up fat, you had to be funny. So that's a hot take to start it off with right there.
It is. Well, it's because, like, what else are you? It's like, I think you said a few weeks ago, like, you can't be fat and mean.
No, like, the world does not allow you to be. The world does not allow you to be. There's nothing more that they hate that someone that's fat and mean. And I know because I've been there.
Yeah.
I was both.
Yeah. So yeah, we kind of started I guess we can explain why we started the podcast. I mean, really, it's been in the work for years.
Yeah.
Okay,
we've been planning something.
We've been friends. Established 2015.
Yeah, 10 years. 10 years.
Happy 10.
Happy 10.
We just got our right cheek tattoos for it.
We did.
Got a little piggy.
Got my little goose.
Yeah, so we started this podcast on a whim. But, like, also, we've had ideas of creating things together for a long time.
Yeah. We eventually want to film an autobiographic movie.
Yeah,
before
so
we
like
die.
that. But yeah, it was really just two best friends who have
A little bit of time to kill.
a little bit of time to kill. And I mean, I think we got to start off by telling how we met, that whole story.
Okay.
And then just,
Okay.
like, the little bumps along the way. Because, like, there is a lot of breaks.
Yeah, so 5th grade, I think we met officially in 5th grade. In 5th grade, I was going through a multitude of things. I was a very lonely little emo girl, and I would sit alone at recess literally every day with my headphones in, probably reading a book, or just on my phone. And one day, this little softball player girl, like that was my first impression.
Little
That's
gay
the only
girly.
thing I knew. Yeah, like giving gay, played softball. And she comes up to me and she goes, "What are you listening to?" And I was like, "Oh, like Falling in Reverse," because at this time we didn't know that Ronnie Radke was a bad person. So we were, it was Stan Falling in Reverse. So
She's a little emo girly with purple hair.
I was just a little emo girly with I invented money pieces. I will pull up the receipts. I had money pieces in 2015. They started blonde. They ended up purple. Clock it. Anyways, so yeah, you asked me what I was listening to. I said Falling in Reverse, and then it kind of just blossomed from there.
It blossomed on a lie.
It did.
By the way, because I would have not known who Falling in Reverse was if it wasn't for my sister. And I hated them. My sister would play them. I hated emo music. Like, I was happy-go-lucky kid. Like, just was not for me. But I knew some of the songs because my sister would play it on repeat. So when she showed me the song, we can't remember, but I think it was Drugging Me As You or something like that.
Or Bad Girls Club.
Yeah.
Or...
And I knew the words. So I lied to her and I go, "Oh, that's my favorite band." You love them? So do I. Yes, ma'am. I've loved them my whole life.
Yep, yes, ma'am. Anything you want.
But also, I had seen her like a few times prior because I would play on the basketball courts. And where she would sit was right across from the basketball courts. So I went to sit with her. One, because I was a little in the closet gay kid. Again, softball girly. I thought she was gorgeous. Beautiful little 5th grader. 10-year-olds falling in love, truly. And then I asked her to be my friend.
Yeah.
Straight up, I didn't care. You want to be friends?
And then boom. And it was a really bold move at the time because it This is weird to say about a fifth grader, but it was kind of controversial to be my friend. I was a little bit emo, and I had at one point became institutionalized, and everyone, well, two specific people, one boy and one girl, started a rumor that I was selling drugs.
Yeah, she was just a wee little bit crazy, but like I saw the good crazy. So
She saw the fun crazy.
Yeah, and our parents hit it off too. We went on a field trip together.
We did.
Our parents were like this.
They sat together and we sat together, and I think we had the seat behind them.
Yeah, so we go through this. Then I don't have a phone. She had a phone in fifth grade. I didn't have a phone. We get out of fifth grade, lose contact because we went to different middle schools, zoning, whatever. We didn't live very far.
Not at all.
Yeah. And I didn't get a phone until maybe like later 6th grade, 7th grade, and that's when I got an Instagram. And I was like, I gotta find this girl. I think she's in my yearbook somewhere, and I had to figure it out. I was like, Hayden Maoli. Like, I knew it. So then I reach out to her on like Instagram or something, and I was like, hey, don't know if you remember me, because I was petrified. But yeah, miss you, girl. And then we hung out one time in middle school.
And we went to Town Square, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a good time. And then she had an ex-boyfriend who hated me, jealous of me, went rampant.
I thought we were gay.
And tried to separate us, tried to pull us apart for all of these 10 years, okay? Like, about when high school started, we had freshman biology together, and that was like, okay, we're locked in now.
Yeah, that's when we really locked in.
Got it. A whole bunch of shit happened that year to the both of us, and yeah, he was just trying to pull us apart. He hated me. I was so sweet to him. He was an abuser, assaulter, rapist. Anyways, must not be named.
Voldemort.
Yeah, Voldemort. Yeah. So, yeah, and then I had a friend, and she had another friend who kind of kept us away from each other, and we're claiming the best friend roles when like weren't really not giving whatsoever. So we found our way back to each other, and now we're here. And
now it's again just us against the world, as it always has been.
Yeah.
I don't know why the universe just keeps trying to keep us apart.
For real.
It's problematic of it. I don't.
But well, it's because it's like it's a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
And I truly believe, like, for example, with this podcast, like, I feel like that Disney commercial where it's like, we can change the world. like, yes, bitch.
Yes, bitch. And we are going to. I promise you we're going to.
We, I don't know if you know this. I don't know if they know this. But literally, we're like Miley and Selena in like early Disney. Like, we're on different shows, but like...
But we're still... Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted.
We are the It Girls of Disney.
Yes. Y'all ever seen Twitches?
Demi ain't got shit on us.
Y'all ever seen Twitches?
Oh, stop. What was... oh my god, old Disney.
Old Disney. Anyways, so yeah, that's kind of the story.
Kind of the introduction.
I think we had some topics to share today.
I had something I wanted you to do.
Okay.
So, we live in a city where it is very dangerous to drive. First of all, I would like to, while we're on this topic, I would like to make a couple pointers, say a couple things. If you drink and drive, you're a piece of fucking shit. That's it. So, we live...
Can I make a pointer?
Yes.
So sorry.
Yeah.
If you ride around with no seatbelt, you're a dumbass.
Sorry.
She's fixed. She's fixed, don't worry. I clocked it, I took care of it, y'all. But you, and I'm looking right at you.
Wear your
fucking seatbelt.
And if you are riding a motorcycle, dress for the slide.
Thank you. End of the PSA, anyways.
The amount of danger that we are in our vehicles is unprecedented. Okay?
Absolutely.
It is probably the most dangerous thing we do day to day. So I would like to talk about this. Our Metropolitan Police Department released the top 5 most dangerous intersections.
Okay.
That have the most,
accidents?
These are the top 5 collision intersections in Vegas year to date, with, number of crashes listed. So I want you to guess the top 5.
Top 5?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say Jones and Trop's got to be 1.
Okay.
What number is that?
4.
Okay.
Damn! Okay.
Rainbow and Flamingo.
Okay.
What's that?
1?
Yes! Okay, I got 1 and 4. 2, 3, and 5. Okay. Let's go.
There's no way they're gonna think this is fake, bitch. How do you know this? Okay.
Because I drive, those are the streets I drive frequently, like, to work. So I
Right.
see it.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
So, I'm gonna go, like, away.
2 and 3 are far. Yeah, I was gonna say 2 and 3 are
Yeah.
far.
I'm gonna go, like, Boulder Highway and, like, Sunset or something.
Mm-mm.
No, okay.
That might be in the top 15, but...
Okay.
You were kind of getting somewhere with Boulder Highway.
Boulder
that
Highway,
area.
okay. Are it, like, North Boulder Highway or South Boulder Highway?
North.
Like, Boulder Highway and...
Yeah, north.
Boulder Highway and,
Well,
like, Sahara?
Not Boulder Highway.
Sahara, Decatur?
Mm-mm.
Decatur's got to be on one of them.
That's probably in the top 15.
Oh,
We'll go through
fuck.
the top 15.
Okay.
We can't go through the top 15.
Top 5.
Sahara is part of number 2.
Sahara and... So, because some of the streets I'm thinking of don't intersect.
Yeah, you have to remember what.
Yeah.
Because we're on a grid.
Rancho?
No.
Sahara goes this...
Sahara is actually part of 5 and 2.
I could just start naming names, like, we could... Sahara and Spring Mountain?
No.
Valley View?
So, first of all, Sahara and Spring Mountain
Diagonal, yeah.
are parallel.
Parallel. Okay.
That's
Wait,
a good
let
guess,
me-
though.
let me
Valley
give
View's a good guess.
Sahara? How north is it? Give me a landmark. Give me a landmark.
Oh, I was just about to say...
I need a landmark. Give me a casino. Give me a freeway. Give me an exit. Because, like, are any of them, like, clash with the 215?
Oh, I don't know. I don't take the highways.
Well, I'm saying, because, like, when you get on the 215, it can be sketchy.
Valley High School.
Oh, my God. I don't even know streets up there. And this is, like, a big street name?
Yes, these are 2 huge.
Sahara and...
The Boulevard Mall? Kind of a couple blocks away.
Fuck, I don't know the street names down there. Because I'm thinking, like, first, third, you know. Maryland Parkway.
Sahara, Maryland, that's number 5, baby.
Maryland Parkway.
Yeah,
I had to
baby.
see it in my brain. Okay. Sahara, Maryland Parkway.
That's number 5.
Okay.
So you need 2 and 3.
2 and 3. Second to Rainbow and Flamingo?
Yes. And I'll tell you the number of how many crashes have, since the beginning of the year, have happened at these intersections when this is done. And this is from, like, the beginning of the month. So these numbers have gone up. Let's just remember that.
Okay. So the second one's Sahara and also something north?
Yes. Yeah. Northeast. Behind the strip.
Sahara and... I'm thinking down by the college.
Correct.
So... There's...
Right around Pecos.
Eastern? Okay.
Number 2, baby.
Sahara
Sahara
and
and Eastern.
Damn,
Okay. Number
okay.
3
Just give that one to me.
is Charleston and Lamb.
I wouldn't have gotten Lamb.
Yeah.
But
So,
Charleston, yeah.
Flamingo and Rainbow, 26 crashes since the beginning of the year. Remember, this is from the beginning of the month. It's almost
June.
Got it. Flamingo and Eastern, 24. Charleston and Lamb, 23. Jones and Trop, 22. Maryland and Sahara, 20.
That's quite literally like 4 to 5 accidents a month thus far on each intersection.
So here's the top 15. Koval and Trop, 18. Desert Inn and Eastern, 18. Eastern and Warm Springs, 18. Decatur and Sahara, 18. Harmon and Las Vegas, 17. Lamb and Washington, 16. Decatur and Trop, 16, which I literally used to take that every day to fucking go to work, and I still do. Trop and University Center, 15. Rainbow and Sahara, 15. Charleston and Ellis, 15.
Insane. Do y'all get our point now?
I work on Rainbow. I work somewhere on Rainbow along that street. When I sit in my car on my break, I sit facing an intersection. Do you know how many people I see run red light every time? I sit there and I count how many people I watch run red lights. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Every day I will sit there. I'm sitting there chilling at an intersection. Oh, there's another one.
Oh, it is.
There's another one. There he is. There he is. It's insane.
Can I just tell a story time real quick?
Yeah.
So, about like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I'm driving home from work, okay? It's about 2 p.m. on a random Tuesday. I'm going up Russell, okay? I'm going towards my house. I live in a very well area. Like, I do not live anywhere icky. Like, not a lot of crime happens up here. I'm driving home. I'm maybe 2 or 3 miles away from my house. So, I'm driving, what is that, west? Yeah. So, this car is in this lane. I'm like this. We're traveling like this. There's nobody in front of either of us, by the way, for at least a mile. This car is silver, SUV, no plates. So it fucking cuts me off hella close. And now we're like this. Like, you had so much room. Also, no blinker. He used no fucking blinker. So either way, now I'm mad. You use no blinker. Like, that's it. I don't care how far you were in front of me. You use no blinker. Like, that's just kindness, bro. So I flip him off and honk my horn. Because what the fuck, you're dumbass. Like, pay the fuck attention. A blinker is literally this movement. Not hard. And so then we're like this, right? So then he pulls off into this left-hand turn lane. So he's going to turn on the street, and I'm, behind him going past him. Now, as I'm going past him, he's holding a gun out at me. Looking me dead in the eyes, holding a gun. And I have a green light, so I'm just going. And I don't register it till like a few seconds later. But I call her right away, and I was like, hello. Just got a gun held at me for quite literally using my horn and flipping someone off. Like, I get it. Maybe I shouldn't have flipped him off. But at the same time, like...
Road rage don't be road raging like it used to back in the day.
Right.
Like, you used to be able to honk your horn and flip someone off, and that was normal because that's normal. That's what you do when...
Yeah.
That's what you do when you're a dickhead in traffic. It doesn't always have to be a personal insult. It doesn't mean that, like, people just take shit way too personally and way too far nowadays. And they also don't know how to drive.
Yeah.
They also
California
don't know how
drivers.
to drive.
Fuck y'all.
It's Texas, too.
Yeah.
It is Texas, too.
But yeah, so PSA, drive safe.
Please drive safe. Drive safe. Wear your seatbelts. Don't drive drunk. Dress for the slide.
Pay attention.
Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention for pedestrians. You never know who's stepping out into the fucking street. People don't care about their lives out here. They don't.
Also, if you're picking up your phone during a drive and somebody's not dying, fuck you.
Right.
Also, if somebody's dying, pull over. You don't need to answer a text. I don't care. And if you're at a red light, you're answering a text, cool. Hold it up to where you can see the light.
I love the privilege of a public parking lot. You can just pull into a public parking lot and sit there for a second and do whatever you need to do on your phone. I love that privilege.
Yep. If you pulled over into an emergency lane, put your hazzies on, and a police officer came up to you and was like, hey, what's up? Why are you in the emergency lane? Hey, officer, I had to make a phone call. My so-and-so is dying, blah, blah, blah. Like, I had to pull over. Yeah, there is no way you can get in trouble for that.
I was going to say, yeah, there's no excuse.
Yeah.
There is no excuse, is the baseline of what we're saying.
If you think you need to pick up your phone while you're driving, if you think you're so good at multitasking,
you're not.
You're not.
You're not. Nobody is. You're
No.
not. You're not. I'm sorry. And even if you are, it doesn't give you the excuse to put lives in danger.
Right. You're not until you're dead. Anyways, yeah.
So. While we're on the topic of cars, have you ever called it nooch? I call neutral nooch.
No, I just call it neutral, but I don't really say
My
that
sister
a lot.
thought I was really, really weird.
What's a word that I call? I call the remote the moat.
The moat.
The moat.
The moat. We call it Wally World, Walmart.
Yeah, we do that. I call yellow Lello. I just like
Lello.
Lello. I like.
We call it Dr. PP in our house. Also, I call it Diet Cock, like regularly.
Oh yeah, we call it cock.
Diet Cock.
Coke is cock. Yeah. I love using other words.
What else did I have for today?
Yeah, what other topics do we have?
So, Sydney Sweeney is selling her bathwater in the stupid fucking soaps.
Yeah.
Because I found this tweet. First of all,
no, because I have no clue about this.
Right?
Before you told me this today, I had no clue.
I didn't know until I went and looked through Twitter. So I saw this tweet so it's pop-based. And it says, Sydney Sweetie is selling 5,000 bars of soap that contain drops of her bathwater in collaboration with Dr. Squatch. Allegedly! Okay, I don't know if this... Allegedly! So, but the repost is, I miss when she was for the girls. And I just want to...
Yeah.
Like, that's a really good, like, that's a hot take, like, being in the spotlight and being around fame and in the flashing lights, and it really does change women. It changes everybody.
Yeah.
And, like, nonetheless. Yeah. But it really does make women do...
Icky things.
Yeah. Irrational things. Like... Belle Delphine, like, it's giving Belle Delphine.
Well, it's a money game. And because, like, think about how much she's getting from Dr. Squatch to run these sexual, tense, slow-talking ads. Hey, boys, do you want to smell like fresh pine in the morning? And I could rub my hand on your chest? Use Dr. Squatch today because I'm Sydney Sweeney. Like, girl,
that's like, especially when you are in such a spotlight to be a role model for young girls, it really irritates me when they take that route because I'm sorry, it's not that hard to not.
Right.
It's not that hard to not.
And I'm just going to say straight out, I've never been a fan of Sydney Sweeney. Everyone was like, that movie, Anyone But You, is so good. Yeah, it's a cute little rom-com, but, like, Sydney Sweeney... Is she a Nepo baby? She got famous off Euphoria.
I don't remember. All I remember is that, like, about her family is that one time she posted pictures with them and they were in a bunch of MAGA hats.
Ick. Oh my god, I was watching a documentary the other day and it was talking about this one actress. I forget her name, but she was in, like, The Sopranos and was, like, a 90s, like, heartthrob. And she is beautiful. And during COVID, like, her whole life was gonna fall apart. She was going broke, no acting, yada yada, because she wouldn't get the vaccine. And I heard that, and I was like, okay, ick. Like, okay, ick a little bit. Yeah. And then we got further in the documentary, only to find out that she's a Trump supporter, but is doing OnlyFans to make her living. Like, the whole documentary is about how OnlyFans saved her life. And, like, all of that, and they're interviewing her. And then you come to find out she's a fucking Trump supporter. I'm just like, this is icky. Like, I get it. I get being scared of the vaccine, but at the same time, it's not for you. It is for everyone else around you. Like, a mask, a vaccine, whatever.
Yep.
It is not for your own self. It is for the people around you, the people you care about, the elderly, the young. Like,
people don't... I feel like we were just talking about this. People are so within their, like, main character syndrome that they don't even
main character syndrome is bad these days.
About the consequences of what their actions might also have on other people. Because, yes, your actions have consequences on yourself, but they can also affect other people. They do a lot of the times, if not almost all of the time.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. You know who I found out is a Trumpy? The mom from Good Luck Charlie.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. My dad loves her.
I know that.
Can I just make a PSA? We voted for Kamala.
Yes, we
Thank
did.
you.
I could literally show you pictorial evidence of me voting blue. So.
I fight for women's rights. I fight for LGBT rights. I fight for all of them.
Immigration rights.
Yes.
I fight for this land is your land, this land is my land, as it should have been.
Home of the brave, land of the free, for all. because y'all are saying it's home of the brave, land of the free. These white men are not brave. And they're the only ones that are free. But, like, where are you brave? Where's your balls at? The women in Congress these days have such big balls that these men are scared of. They're like,
They don't have a rebuttal because they're not educated.
Yeah. I saw AOC talking. I forgot what she was talking about. But she was like, just answer my question. It's a yes or no question. And he was like, like, they're making a fool out of these men.
Yeah, they're wiping the floor with them, and still somehow it's not substantial enough to make any change. That is sickening to me that we have let our government get to a point where we can fight so fucking hard for our rights, and it literally does not do a thing.
Yeah.
So I can't say that.
I would just like to say, if you are a man watching this podcast and you are not gay or part of the LGBTQ community, click the fuck off.
It's just not going to be for you. You're just not going to really...
You're going to get booty tickled, and that's okay.
Yeah. Or if you're not a man of color.
Yeah. And honestly, if you're a straight white man, and you want to be educated,
I mean,
listen in.
Yeah.
Feel free. We will tell you how to treat your wife.
Lady language. That's why we're...
Lady language.
Yes.
You know that movie, I forgot the name, but basically, like, women have the superpower to hear men's thoughts. What men want, what men think, or something.
Yeah, what men want.
Like, I feel like that's what this is gonna be. It's like, ladies, we're gonna tell you straight up what it is, what it be, what it was.
What it do. We're not new to this. We're true to this.
Because, and honestly, back to the very beginning of, like, how this came about is my favorite TV show on MTV as a kid was Girl
Talk! Girl Code.
Yeah.
That's Girl Code.
Girl Code.
Girl Code.
So it was Girl Code.
I remember the white background.
Yeah.
And it was all like...
Yeah. And they had a whole bunch of comedians on there, and that's what I want this to be. Because they were just talking about...
in trouble for watching that.
They were talking about having periods and shit when I didn't learn that from anywhere else but that show. And it was on a raunchy TV channel that I wasn't allowed to watch. So, like...
Shout out MTV.
I want it to be more open for kids because... I grew up without a mother. I grew up with a single dad. I didn't know how to shave my legs or wipe my own vagina until very recently. I've had chronic UTIs my whole life. And that's why I preach, like, vaginal health. Yes, go get your pap smears. Go get checked. Go get a piss test. If you have insurance.
Go get checked. I can't stress that enough. Go get checked. Go get tested. Go get a panel done. It's not that fucking hard. It takes literally an hour. It takes an hour. Then you have an excuse to give yourself a little sweet treat afterwards. Mm-hmm. Like, it's really not, and it's beneficial for your health.
Vaginal health can kill you so quickly. This girl has had a kidney infection. Kidney stones. Which connects to vaginal health.
It did give me an infection.
Yes. In the hospital. Hospitalized.
Surgery.
Because we were not taught how to properly care for our vaginas. How to take cranberry pills, and every once in a while just drink a little pineapple juice, clear yourself out.
Yeah,
like, don't use Vagisil.
Taught to not overdrink coffee.
Don't use Vagisil. If you are using any type of soap,
scented soaps,
any scented soap to clean your vagina, put it away. You need a baby soap.
You can use antibacterial unscented soap in the folds.
Yes.
In your folds and in your crevices.
Yes. Unscented or baby soap. Yes. Baby soap is the softest, most gentle soap that you are ever going to get. Get a little thing of Gerber. And it smells good, even though it has no smell to it. Like, it has no fragrances. Like, it smells good. Get you a baby soap. Be clean down there. Get you a good deodorant. I'm tired of y'all bitches being stinky.
Yes.
Get a good deodorant. Get a little perfume. Everybody is going to love you. I'm telling you, my first impression of people is how they smell. If you walk into a room, I hug you, nice to meet you, and you stink, bitch, I'm never talking to you again. And I know some girls have, like, chronic problems. I get it. But from the standpoint of you're walking out of the house without putting deodorant on and then making it my problem, no, I'm not okay with that. wipe your own ass, clean yourself well, put on some deodorant. I'm not even asking for a perfume, girl. I don't need nothing crazy. But also, this goes for boys, too.
Especially boys, actually. More men than women.
More men than women. Yeah, it's just... Take care of yourself. I know it's hard with depression. Some bitches can't get up and brush their teeth in the morning. But it's like, try your best. Because I can't deal with stinky bitches. And that's a hot take. If you stinky, not in my crew. Yeah, not in my crew. And that's just personal opinion. I can't roll
with you. Yeah, and it's okay to have that. It's okay to have that preference.
I won't judge you for anything else about you. You could be fat, skinny, tall, short. Well, actually, don't care.
I could judge you for two other things.
What?
Being stinky, being any kind of Nazi or a racist.
Oh, yeah.
And being a pedophile.
Yeah, I can judge you off those things. But, like, I mean...
Farther than judge. I'll probably hate you. Probably is... I'm using that loosely.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I low-key... Sometimes I think about, like, wanting to catch pedophiles.
Oh, like doing little sting operations?
Yeah, like, if I got my uncle, he would love that. And, like, if I opened an Instagram account... And, like, I don't know how... And I would love you girls to tell me if you relate. Because I got more harassment and sugar daddy offers and this and that when I was underage on Instagram and lying about my age on the app than I do now. And, like, I get it because, like, I was posting younger and, like, my page is, you know, like, more mature now. I don't look as young. But I'm like, I could start a whole new page, hide my face a little bit, no makeup, catching predators. Hi, I'm 16.
You'd have to hide your tattoos, but yeah.
Yeah.
You be the brains, I be the brawn?
There's a documentary about that, too, but the girls in it are so weird. They're like... We hopped on a phone call with him, and then he jerked off for 15 minutes, and it was so humiliating. And I was like, that's my job. Like, it's not humiliating, girl. Well, because this is what guys do.
I guess that can be contextual.
Yeah. But also, like, you're doing this to catch a bad guy. It's not humiliating in that context either.
Right? Yeah. Like, have some pride in what you do, I guess. You're putting... Oh my god, this is a perfect segue because while we're on the topic of endangered and exploited children, so I asked you beforehand, before we started filming, if you had heard about this and you hadn't. This, I don't know if this is the original video, but this is the little girl that I'm talking about. Basically, her mom makes her go out and do all these little dances and... yada, yada, yada. One of the typical, like, you remember Ren and whatever her...
Yeah. Like the kids on Ellen.
I don't even want to say that bitch's name.
Yeah.
But Ren and her mom and, like, children just, like, being exploited all over TikTok. So basically, this bitch, the mother of this poor, young, beautiful girl...
Yeah.
That is being forced to dance all over the internet is now, like... Actually, let me pull up the... Please let me see if I can find it. Her mom is now literally getting paid to do meet and greets with, what is that? A grown-ass man.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, a random grown-ass man. A random grown-ass man. 2, actually. 2. Count them. That was 2 separate videos, 2. And that is only what has been documented and shown to us off of this post.
I'm just going to say one thing.
No, before you do.
I'm going to bash her mother's head in. Because, okay. Here, one of my special interests happens to be kid influencers on the internet and, like, how bad that is. It is, oh my God. Like, if I ever have children, no social media. Their faces will not be shown anywhere.
On mine, on theirs, on anything. They won't
Anything.
have any.
On families, no, you're not posting my kid. You can keep pictures in your phone. You're not posting my kid. Because the dark interwebs, everybody's probably jerking off to that little girl.
It's not even on the dark web anymore, and that's the sad
that's
part.
what I like. The dark side.
They used to have to be shameful about it. They used to have to go to dark web websites and go to the Silk Road and go to these specific places to gather and meet and fester in their own disgustingness. They do it publicly now. They do it publicly on these social platforms where there is children and there is families. They publicly, and these people, like these moms, endorse it. They feed into this. They literally feed into it because it makes them money and it's fucking disgusting.
Do you remember Piper Raquel?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. They just came out with a documentary. Now, don't get me wrong, and I'm going to preface this. I love Piper on her own. I think she is she's very sweet. She is very talented. Like, in acting, she's been doing this since she was 12 years old and making up these YouTube videos. Mm-hmm. Like, she has a bright smile, a bright face. She's very pretty. Like, I love that for her. However, her mom, the most horrible person alive. And she doesn't believe that yet because she hasn't experienced it out. And like, she said she won't watch the documentary. She won't go on Netflix anymore.
Because she knows that it's going to publicly shame her.
Yeah. And everyone in the documentary talks about, oh, we're worried about Piper. We want to save Piper. And now she turns 18, I think 2 days before my birthday.
Soon.
Yeah,
yes.
2 days before my birthday. So about 3 months. Everyone's saying she's going to go to the Bop House, which, if y'all don't know what the Bop House is, it's like OnlyFans influencers, which I have no problem with because I'm a sex worker myself. However, like, her mom has been funneling her into this and to be like a young child sex worker since her younger years. Because she would be in these YouTube videos wearing bikinis, posing sexually as like a 13-year-old, 14-year-old, having boyfriends. They had a whole house.
Do you remember Danielle Kahn?
Mm-hmm. She went...
Same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Same fucking thing. I promise you her parents endorsed that. They just didn't do it in a place where they could be discovered.
Yeah. So, like, that really makes me mad because I grew up watching Piper. Like, I watched those videos. She was only 2 years younger than me. I found it entertaining. But now I watch these. Where is it?
It should be on the floor over there.
I watched this documentary and I'm like, this is insane. Like, these kids in my childhood that I sat and watched for hours were heavily abused. Mm-hmm. And it's horrible. So yeah. That's that.
Yeah, I could go on about this for hours and about how children are not safe on the internet. Children have never been safe on the internet. Like, there's people that I have closer relationships with in my life, or relations, I should say, in my life, with that have children, and I tell them all the time, keep your fucking kids off Roblox. Mm-hmm. Keep them off Snapchat. Keep them off YouTube, Instagram. Roblox especially. I could literally write a whole dissertation on this. Roblox is a cesspool for predators.
It's not what it used to be.
It actually has always been that way.
Yeah, I guess so.
Unfortunately, has literally always been that way. And not only has it been a huge breeding ground and cesspool for predators, it has also done the same thing for racism. And it literally, there have been like different groups and clubs or clans created on Roblox that their whole purpose is to be racist and anti-Semitic.
I just want to say, you know what my Roblox name was? I think you remember. I'm gonna tell them my Roblox name. Let me get really close because it still reigns true. My Roblox name was Dan TDM Lover.
I do remember.
1266.
Do you guys want to remember? Do you guys want to know what mine was? So if anyone remembers the Warrior Cat series, mine was Warrior Cat 1212. Or Warrior Fan 1212.
That's close to a horse girl.
I don't know. Oh, no.
That's horse girl tangent.
But I didn't want to. Actually, there's this can be disproven on record,
No,
so
no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
even
no.
going to continue
No,
to say
no.
what it. But like, I never bordered furry. Like, I was too young at the time of enjoying these books to understand really the whole concept of what that was. I just wanted to be the cat. I still want to be a cat.
But you're not furry. But
No, I never like put a tail on.
But you want to be a cat.
Yeah. I never put I put on some of the little like ear headbands, and yeah, I watched a lot of Dan Phil and I painted cat whiskers on my face. I didn't wear no fluffy tail though. Let that be known.
Should we paint cat whiskers on our face for? Should we recreate Dan Phil?
Just for the fuck of it.
For the fun of it.
I have to go to work. I can't wear my makeup.
Eyeliner.
I have makeup
Oh,
on.
yeah, you have makeup on. I'd do it.
We can do that for the next episode. Next
Yeah.
episode we can wear cat whiskers.
Yeah. Fuck, I wanted to bring something up. I can't remember. Oh, yeah. Should we manifest a little bit? We got like 20 minutes left.
Okay.
Of like where we see this going, where we would like it to go. Things like that.
I would like this to go to a place where we can have a relative platform. I don't necessarily want to or need to be obscenely famous or rich or da-da-da-da. I would just like to have a basis of a platform to use in the right way,
Yeah.
to speak out on the right things, and get the message across to the right people.
Yeah.
That's where I want this to go.
I'd like the same. I'd like a little community.
Yeah.
Of fans or whatever they're called, friends, I don't know. But like just people that relate to us, like people can understand that they're not alone. Like I want to make an impact somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere along the line, yeah.
I hope one day, we can get into a little studio, or when we get into our apartment, like have some little corner set up cute as a studio for the podcast, like, that type of thing. And yeah, get on Spotify. Spotify exclusive. If you're hearing this, Spotify, listen, just take a chance. Just take a chance, Spotify. On us, on me. We'll follow all your rules and guidelines. You can change us up. Okay, this is literally the first cut, first take. Raw and real.
This is raw and real, yeah.
Unedited.
I don't know if I'm gonna. I was gonna say I don't know if I'm going to have to do any editing on this. Really,
we're gonna have to clip some stuff for like the TikToks.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. I'm gonna have to.
We gotta start being funny so we can get the clips to be entertaining. We've just been yapping this whole time.
I feel like there's definitely a laughable moment in there that I could clip.
Yeah,
absolutely. Now that we have already successfully passed the Bechdel test, now can I talk about something?
Yeah.
Okay. So, circling back...
Did we?
Yes. Because it only has to be a conversation that's not about a man. It doesn't have to be the whole thing. But we have had multiple conversations that are not about men.
Yeah.
So, now that we have already passed the Bechdel test and we've solidified our place as feminists in today's society.
Yay!
Circling back to the Sydney Sweeney bathwater thing, Mr. Beast literally had to publicly state that he would not be buying people this fucking bathwater soap because people have been DMing him asking him to buy it for them. How fucking deranged are you guys? Are you fucking okay? I think people...
Are you fucking
okay?
Are
you fucking okay?
You
like,
fucking
hello?
Okay?
Like, actually, hello? People have lost such a sense of, like, reality that it is so fucking disturbing. I could never be that far out of touch. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
I hate to be all high and mighty and I'm cut from a different cloth and da-da-da-da. I could never be that out of touch.
Fuck Mr. Beast, bro.
And yeah, I was gonna say, first of all, fuck Mr. Beast.
Fuck Mr. Beast.
Why are you asking Mr. Beast for shit? Fuck Mr. Beast. I'm sorry. Sue me. Cease and desist.
Hold on. You are so broke. You are asking a YouTuber for money. Right. Instead of maybe getting a job, maybe getting a side hustle, doing a few DoorDash orders, doing a few posts, like
anything.
Let me tell y'all.
Anything.
Let me tell y'all real quick, okay? I am Trish from Austin and Alley, okay, bitch? I have a job every other week. New job, new uniform.
Bro, I don't know how she bag them like that, bro.
Let me just say, it's the charisma. It's the pretty face. And when I come in with a ponytail, when I come in with a ponytail and some slacks, oh bitch, I got the job. Like that's not what I'm ever worried about.
And I will say we're probably completely opposite at like ends of the spectrum on that. Like I've been at my job for almost 5 years.
Yeah.
And the other one I had for almost a year before I quit and got it back, which I did with the other one that I've had for 5 years because I'm just that consistent that I'm not gonna work anywhere else but where I worked. But like, so it's scary to me. It's scary to me, and I don't know how to, like, I could, and that's how I've gotten all my jobs that I've had, is just walking in with a little bit of confidence and swag and being like, hey, hire me. You know what I'm saying? But, like, how is that not draining? Meeting that many people, I guess I could say I do that too, but, like, how is meeting that many people not?
Oh, it's draining for sure, because it pisses me off because all these fuck-ass places, like, they are just grimy and gross, and I'm not going to work somewhere where standards are low. Like, because I have a good work ethic, like, I'm a hard-ass worker, I put in my time, I put in my energy. I'm not going to do that for a place that's grimy and not worth it. One of these places that I worked there for one day, okay? One day I was training to be a manager. They trained me with somebody who spoke a lick of English. A lick. A little.
Which I feel like contextually in every other context is fine.
Yeah.
Just not a work environment where you're trying to train somebody.
Yeah. So then while we're washing dishes at the end of the night, we're getting ready to close. He's training me. He pulls out this raggedy ass hose that we're going to wash the dishes with. He tells me that I cannot touch this hose without gloves or it's going to cut me. That is unsafe work environment. I will be leaving. So I finished my shift. Never went back.
Yeah, and I am also in that boat. I have very high standards with the places that I work. Like, I will name names on this one because I don't fucking work there anymore. When I worked at Taco Bell, I literally walked out and quit because my manager told me specifically, you need to be skimping these people on their food. Like, we need to save money, portion sizes. Girl, I don't give a fuck. This burrito's $5. I'm gonna make it look like it costs $5.
That happened to me and again, I don't work there anymore, so fuck Cafe Zupas. But Cafe Zupas, like, they have a number for everything. So the blueberries, the tomatoes, the cucumbers, like, there is a specific number for the size and the salad that you're getting, right? So one of them, for like a medium-sized salad, it's like 5 blueberries. But the whole salad is berries. So it's blueberries, strawberries, and like grapes or something. And she told me to put like a spoon, like a tiny spoon. The spoon is like yay big, okay? You could fit maybe three berries on there. She said 1 scoop. So then I grab my hand and like put a few more berries on there. And she gets mad at me and is like, you're over portioning. Yada yada, like, we need to worry about portion size. At the end of the line, they're paying $17.99 for this salad. I'm gonna give them a few more fucking berries. Fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah. And
I'm sorry, but I understand as a manager you need to keep costs down. However, it's not your cost.
No, it's
the
not.
company is gonna eat the cost either way.
Yeah.
If you need more blueberries in the back, the company's gonna buy it, no matter what.
You're still gonna get those blueberries.
Yeah.
You're still gonna get those blueberries at the end of the day.
Or like when they would come and ask me for a cup. Bitch, I'm giving you a cup. Like, I don't care. They come ask me for, like, they'd say they forgot, like, a sauce, and we're supposed to charge extra for sauce. Fuck no.
I don't know. Nah.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna just give it to you because I have a line of 20 people. I'm not gonna ring you up when I'm already having someone else's order. Like, I'm just gonna call Cider Ranch, have it come down, and give it to you. I don't give a fuck about the $1.50.
$1.50 for a cider ranch?
Yeah.
Fuck
it's like
$1.79. Fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually like highway robbery. Mm-hmm. Like that is like
Zupa. Don't go to Zupa's. Mormon owned, horrible, cult.
Fuck.
Their turnaround rate is so crazy. I walked out of that job on my lunch one day because it was just so horrible, and then I went back a month later, to get my W-2 for my taxes. The whole staff, other than managers, switched out. Their turnaround rate is so quick. They cannot keep people because they suck.
And that's as hard as I think my current job is, I will low-key forever be grateful for it. We were just rated number 8 best place to work in the country. Number 8. Which is insane to me because, first of all, why the fuck am I breaking my back like this then?
Yeah.
Like, why does it feel like I'm literally, like, going to war every time I clock in? Like, speaking of, what time is it? Okay, that's fine. Like, but in the sense of things, in the sense of cleanliness and quality and training and customer service and, like, literally everything else and the way they do things, like, they truly are. They are the best. And that's why it's like, I'm not going to leave unless y'all bitches force me to leave. So, what's really happening here?
Yeah.
Should we, for the last 10 minutes, should we load up another?
Load up a bowl?
Farewell bowl.
I don't want to do that, like, right next to the microphone. But yeah, I think other than this bowl, that'll do it for us today, team.
Yeah, I guess we could do a little outro.
I would just like to make a few messages before we leave. Number 1, free Palestine. Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Number 2, fuck Donald J. Trump. Number 3, I support abortion in any kind.
For under any circumstances.
Yep. Like,
Pro-choice,
no matter what. And yeah, just stay the fuck out of people's business, bro. Stay in your fucking lane. Don't fucking worry about it. What I'm gonna do is what I'm gonna do. What you're gonna do is what you're gonna do. Leave me the fuck alone.
And at the end of the day, we should all be a community.
At the end of the day, we're all fucking here we're living to die. Live and let die, bitch. Live
Let
and
it die,
let it die. Let it shrivel up and die. I love the Lorax. That's my favorite movie. I could do a whole
opening monologue.
I can do a whole contemporary essay on why the Lorax was before its time.
Was so before its time. Was so ahead of its generation, bro. Like, the Lorax, and I feel like that's why a lot of our generation is so progressive, especially in the
global warming aspects.
Yes, in the, like, ecological sense. Because that is what we were taught at a young age.
Wally?
Thank you. Like,
let it die, let it shrivel up and die.
Like, another thing, and I know I'm a hypocrite because I know y'all see me with my USB stick. We really were the generation that almost ended smoking. We really were, and then they made them brightly colored and fruit flavored. And suddenly, yeah. Fuck big tobacco, that's what I want to say. Fuck big tobacco.
Fuck big tobacco. Fuck big pharma.
Fuck insurance companies.
Fuck insurance companies. Free my boy Luigi.
Free Luigi, like literally from the rooftops.
Free my boy.
Luigi, like actually.
Free my boy. Dude, I'll donate to his bond. Free my man.
They labeled him a national terrorist. He don't have no bond. I'm sorry. He ain't got no type of bond. No nothing.
Well, yeah, so, with that, end of that bowl, I guess we'll call this it, team.
Wrap it up. Lady language. First episode.
First step. Official. Just so you know our plans for the future, we're thinking Mondays and Fridays.
You know, typical WWE.
Monday.
Schedule early 2000s, you know, Monday, Friday.
And if we don't hold to that, yell at us. But if we're a day late, it's her fault because she's editing the shit. So.
Yes, it is gonna be mean.
Everybody get on her ass. We will have a Patreon exclusive episode.
Yeah, we're working on a Patreon.
Coming soon. Yeah, that'll be a while, but we're thinking we're gonna do some sexy little outfits for those, maybe.
Maybe costumes.
Maybe a little drag.
Drag would be fun.
Drag would be fun. You know, let us know.
Wait, can we real quick to end the stream? Can we?
Oh, just take a little picture.
Period. Okay.
Yeah, but that's it, team. We'll see you next time on Monday. We'll let you know
We'll see you on Monday.
what the weekend brings us. I'm seeing Hamilton tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sure you're gonna have some things to say about that.
Yes,
I'm gonna say,
absolutely.
and I love that as we continue to do this, we will accumulate things to talk about naturally because starting it on a whim is kind of hard, finding things to talk about, but we keep note through the week.
Right,
like,
we're gonna start a shared note. Do that right now. Or get a shared note going.
Okay.
Of shit that we'll talk about on the pod. It's easy. Okay, well, we'll do that after. Let's say goodbye. We love you.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for coming to Lady Language.
Lady Language.
We love you guys. We'll see you on Monday.
On Monday.
Bye, babes.